How's everybody doing out there? This is the Cool Club. I am the Glitch Trap. Bang, bang, bang. So, recently, Todd Mcfarlane was at Comic Con. They have the Comic Con going on right now. There's a lot of, I have a lot of things to cover about that. There's been a lot of great toy reveals that I've saw. But comicbook.com, they were speaking with Todd McFarlane, and he was speaking on his upcoming projects and things like that. The question that I was wanting them to ask is, what is going on with the Spawn film? What is the whereabouts and the what's going on? Like, is the Spawn film, he mentions it in patches on his social media. He mentions it like it's just something that's just up in the air or something that's not real. But it's like you've been saying that's coming out. You say you have the actor Jamie Foxx cast. Jamie Foxx almost died. Do you understand? Like, Jamie Foxx almost passed away. When are you going to actually get on the film? Get on doing, like, this is supposed to be if you go to comicbook.com, it says this article came out in June 28th. It says Spawn movie in very, very active development, predicted 2025 release. And that's according to Blumhouse head Jason Blum. Well, why didn't Todd McFarlane say anything about that? He's not mentioning it. It says the long in development Spawn reboot is apparently close to entering production, with Insidious the Red Door producer Blumhouse chief Jason Blum telling comicbook.com that the current hope is to have the movie in theaters in 2025. But unfortunately, it sounds like the script is not yet completed, because Bloom is suggesting that the key to getting the movie back on track is to end the current Writers Guild strike. That wasn't even preventing y'all from getting started. What it seems like what's stopping this movie is that you have contrast and opinions between the creator, Todd McFarlane, because from what I was hearing from him initially, he wanted to go very left field with this movie, and the people who produce it and giving the money and back, they're not going for it. They don't like his take on it. They don't want Spawn being some ghost in the shadows doing some creep. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no ghost movie. Like, the initial film that Todd McFarlane created in the 90s. That film there was good with Michael Jai White. Michael Jai White played a perfect Al Simmons. That's a cult classic film. If that film was just made today with certain things tweaked, the CGI better, that would be a good film today. That would be better than some of these superhero films that came out today. You would just have to tweak certain things. The hell scene definitely deserved more of a CGI. Could you imagine that being done today? You saw movies like Shang-Chi. You know, you saw movies like Ant-Man, where Quantumania, where he's in them other realms and things. Movies like Thor. Can you imagine, with the CG technology we have today, them doing Spawn and showing hell, like the realms of hell, like how this comic book did? Spawn spent a lot of time in hell. You understand? Malbolgia, showing stuff like that. Showing him going against Billy Kincaid in hell. All of that stuff. Could you imagine them getting that right? But see, that's what I'm saying. We don't want to see, like, don't change up your product that people love, Todd. You know, like, I understand we want to have your take on it, but, like, you want to make sure you stay in the realm of the stuff we love. The comics, we already love it. You know, he's doing, I think, like, after 300, that's kind of where I got off the bandwagon with the comics. Like, Spawn's story, Al Simmons' story is over. You understand? Like, and that's fine. Like, I think people need to protect their intellectual property and quit selling out. And I'm going to do a video on that too. But with Spawn, like, you had the movie that came out in the 90s with Michael Jai White. You had the HBO series that had 2 seasons, which was great. Like, now that was great Spawn material there. Follow along those lines, Todd. You don't have to deviate. follow the comic books, the movie, and the show. That's it. We don't need new takes, and and you do that, you can get the movie made. And man, I'll help you write the movie, man. I write scripts. I got some stuff for you. I ain't on strike, man. I got some stuff for you. Cause you need to get this movie out. You waiting for Jamie Foxx to die? Come on, man. Jamie Foxx could have been out of here through your procrastination. You in the studio spedunkering. We're tired of that. It says, he offered no insight on whether the movie, Todd Mcfarlane, it said Jason Blum offered no insight on whether the movie is still working with McFarlane's original idea or whether big changes have been made since the last update. Because that original idea he had, I wasn't feeling it. I don't want to see a Spawn Insidious featuring Spawn. That's not how it works. We don't want to see Sam and Twitch featuring Spawn. We don't want to see no movie where you try to play it like Gotham, without Batman. We don't want to see that. No, we didn't wait all this time to see that foolishness. We want to see Spawn in his ultimate assassin, hellspawn, badassness. Ripping criminals and mafia goons apart, and along with demons, and and pedophiles. How the clown, not the vindicator, not the victimizer, the violator. We want to see how badass he could be. Just in his new CG glory. Man, the violator will be something. Him and Spawn fighting will be something different, man. Because you had the fight in the 90s film, and they did what they could do, but still they needed more, more CG, stuff like that. But Michael Jai White is Al Simmons. I think Jamie Foxx will do a great job, but Michael Jai White was trained in combat. He looked like Al Simmons. He have that badass streak to him. You know what I'm saying? He has that built in him, that meanness to him. You could tell, man. I just hate that they couldn't get that film done when CG was ripe. Because that would be a classic film, superhero film. It was only the CG that held it back. But, because even John Leguizamo did a good job playing a clown. But let's see what they're saying. It said, I would say that you have a lot to hope for because the film is in very active development. That's what Jason Blum is saying. Okay. Well, what needs to happen is my fellow friends, the writers and the studios need to figure out their differences and get back to writing. But we've got a great group of folks putting it together. And my hope is that the movie, my prediction is maybe we'll actually see a Spawn film in 25. No promises. That's my prediction. Well, I don't believe you. I take that with a grain of salt and throw it out the window. Y'all been talking, all y'all trying to do is string us along. You and Todd Mcfarlane, all of that foolishness, that's all y'all want to do is just string us along. Y'all know we trying to get this film, and y'all know y'all should have been and had it made. You waiting to everything happen, like acting, Jamie Foxx, your lead actor, die. You waiting for everybody, all the writers to go on strike right now. Come on, man. We gotta stop the foolishness now. It's time, get it in gear. Come on, Todd, get it in gear. I'm not even worried about nothing else you putting out. You know what I'm saying? Well, I like the toys, but I'm saying as far as comics and new material, we want to see your baby Spawn done right. We want to see it done its justice on the big screen. That's what we want to see. Even if you could have put out a show by now. You could have been done that. You could have been put out anybody will back it. Spawn is just it's money made property. But you can't let them ruin it, man. And and please don't ruin it yourself by deviating and I don't know, trying to create something new. You don't have to do that. We love what you already done, man. So with that being said, this is the Cool Club. I am the Glitch Trap. Hit that like and subscribe button. Follow us. We have, like I said, I have a lot more videos to do. You follow us on Instagram and Facebook. This is the Glitch Trap. I'm gone.